It's worse when we're talking about or hearing speculation about you fighting somebody that literally fights 3 weight divisions lower than you.
Very excited. You know, this is the biggest fight of my career, if it happened, and I'm just looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Terence Crawford?
Yeah.
I think Canelo just too big for Crawford. I mean, Terence Crawford is another, amazing fighter.
Stephen A. Smith gave a direct warning to Terence Crawford in a live interview, saying he is completely against a fight with Canelo Alvarez. Smith said he dislikes the matchup and believes it's a bad move. In his view, Crawford is naturally smaller than Canelo by around 3 weight classes, making the fight unfair. He urged Crawford to reconsider, warning that the size and strength difference could put him in serious danger.
Reaction to the idea of Crawford versus Canelo?
I hate it. I don't like it one bit. I think that Crawford is the best pound-for-pound fighter on the planet. I think that Canelo is one of those folks. But Canelo is fighting at 168, which means he's walking around heavier.
Former world champion Amir Khan, who faced Canelo in 2016, issued a strong warning to Terence Crawford. Khan said he made the mistake of overlooking the weight gap and described Canelo as a monster in the ring. He admitted the fight taught him firsthand why weight classes matter so much.
Canelo's a beast, man. Canelo's a beast. And you know, when it was offered to me, I tried to chase the Mayweather fight at that time, and it happened. And obviously, I was probably at my peak of my career there as well. So, whoever I was going to fight, I was going to give him a hard fight regardless. Because we were winning that fight against Canelo until he knocked me out. But, yeah, I was boxing well. But you know, one thing, size, now I understand why they make weight divisions in boxing. Every weight division. But then again, look, bro, you would probably take it. I was offered like 10 million quid, bro. 10 million quid, bro. Look, end of the day, this is like, it's a lot of money, you know. I thought about it. And what made me, when I got the deal on the table for 10 mil, I was like, should I take it or not? But then I worked it out. Normally, I have to have 3 or 4 hard training camps and fights to make that kind of money. That's still one fight. So you gotta do it in that one fight, you know what I mean?
Does Canelo beat Crawford?
Size, bro, remember, Crawford then is a big boy as well. Crawford's a big guy when it comes to weight. A box fight, yeah.
What do you think?
I think Crawford, in my opinion, but size might matter. But then again, I think since when I fought Canelo's become a better boxer. He started boxing more better.
Boxing legend Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. was blunt in his opinion, saying Crawford should avoid facing Canelo at 168 pounds because he's certain Crawford would get knocked out. Chavez respects Crawford's talent but believes that at super middleweight, Canelo's strength and power, combined with his years of experience, make him too much to handle. He warned that this is a fight Crawford should think twice about.
The two fighters are gonna be different weight classes, even though they're gonna fight on a specific weight. He believes that they're just going because of the money, Crawford, but probably Canelo is gonna knock him out.
Despite the warnings, Crawford remains confident in his chances. He has openly said he's faced fighters bigger than Canelo before and trusts his skills to get the win. Crawford believes Canelo's main advantage is size, not superior boxing ability. This self-belief is part of why fans respect him. He's never shied away from tough opponents and always backs himself to find a way to win. Still, many experts caution that meeting Canelo at 168 pounds could be a completely different kind of challenge.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo going?
A tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
In a live interview, Stephen A. Smith gave a clear warning that Crawford is simply too small for this fight. He noted that jumping up 3 weight classes is a major leap, and history shows it rarely favors the smaller fighter. While he respects Crawford's talent, Smith believes the size difference could be a serious issue. He said Crawford should abandon the idea, adding that even if he lands clean shots, they may not be enough to hurt someone as strong as Canelo.
What I think should be gone, the notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jamel Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it and lost fight number 2. Trained him for Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
Respected coach Joel Diaz spoke out firmly, saying the idea of Crawford beating Canelo is unrealistic. He emphasized the significant size gap and reminded everyone that Canelo has beaten top fighters at super middleweight and even light heavyweight. From his experience as a trainer, Diaz views this as a clear mismatch that could end badly for Crawford.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. Mm-hmm. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. A lot. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.
Sean Garcia agreed with the view that while Crawford is a great boxer, Canelo's size and experience make this fight extremely tough. He said that no matter how skilled Crawford is, Canelo is simply too big. Stephen A. Smith also acknowledged Crawford's talent and success at welterweight but raised an important question. Can he actually hurt Canelo? He pointed out that even if Crawford boxes well, it won't matter if he can't land shots hard enough to make Canelo respect him. Without the power to keep Canelo off, Smith warned, Crawford could be putting himself in a very dangerous position.
But I think my initial reaction would be to say that I think that Crawford would be the superior boxer, as great as Canelo is, as seasoned as he is, with 65 fights, if I recall, on his record. I think boxing-wise, he's going to give Canelo fits. Don't believe he can hurt Canelo. I just believe that Crawford hasn't been in the ring with anybody this powerful. Again, Crawford is the superior boxer. But if he can't hurt Canelo, he can't keep him off of him. He says it's a legacy fight, and he believes he can do the same, and he wants to do the same against a fighter the caliber of Canelo Alvarez, which is why we haven't really seen him in the ring against anybody else. Fortunately, that's the business of boxing. He's a victim of it, not a...
Promoter Eddie Hearn described the matchup as a freak fight. While he respects both Crawford and Canelo, he warned that the size gap makes it feel more like a spectacle than a genuine contest. Hearn said that even if Crawford performs well, fans might not fully value it because of the clear size difference. And if Canelo wins, he might not get much credit either, as many would see it as a fight he was expected to win from the beginning.
Be able to bridge this weight gap.
Yeah, I don't think he can, in all honesty. I mean, he might not be able to bridge it on Saturday.
Yeah.
So,
one weight class.
68, yeah, but you're coming up from 35. 35, 40, 47, 54. Sooner or later, it's one too many. And 68 is definitely too many. But Crawford's brilliant. Like, he's a genius. He's a generational great. So maybe he can find a way to do it. But I feel he'd be hugely outsized against Canelo Alvarez. Yeah. But you have to use your movement if you're Terence Crawford in that fight. The last thing you want to do is stand and trade. He'd be moving a lot in that fight, trust me. I'm not saying he'd be running, but he would be moving a lot. Of course, that's the way to beat him.
Yeah.
You know.
Trainer Robert Garcia offered a different perspective, saying many fans simply aren't interested in this matchup. He believes the boxing world would prefer to see Crawford take on someone closer to his weight or a top contender at 154 or 160 pounds. Garcia feels this fight seems unnatural and lacks the balanced competition needed to make a bout truly exciting and memorable.
I want to see Crawford versus Canelo. I think people are going to, oh, that's too much, moving up 2 more weight divisions, 2 more. Thank you, my man. Thank you. I don't think it's going to be, I don't think that'll bring that much attention anymore, because I think if you were out there and destroy this guy, then okay, he can move up and fight against Canelo, but I think it'll be hard for people to buy that, that he could fight somebody like Canelo, because Canelo's just too big. That's 2 weight divisions.
Boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult gave a serious assessment, saying he has personally heard the power behind Canelo's punches up close and doesn't think Crawford could withstand that kind of force. While he respects Crawford's skill and toughness, he noted that taking punches at 168 pounds is a completely different challenge from 147. He warned that just one clean shot from Canelo could change the entire fight.
Spaceman Films. What up, Biz? Who you got? Canelo Crawford.
Yeah, got Canelo. I heard the punches that he hit Charlo with. I don't know if Crawford can absorb those punches. I know he's a great man and a great warrior. But you come from 147 to put on a better fight than Charlo. I mean, I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that means that Crawford is so great and he can do that, or that means that Charlo set the bar so damn low that anybody can do better than Charlo did last night.
Do skill really pay the bill? Because that would be tested.
It pays the bill. That's why Canelo's skillful too.
Check out the projected odds that came out. One of the odds projectors say Canelo is opening up as the favorite -130. Crawford is +100. That's damn near 50-50. Another one says Canelo Alvarez is the favorite -185. Crawford is the underdog, only +55. Let me tell you something. If those are the odds on my booking come day one, I'm max betting Canelo Alvarez. I could give a damn. If y'all mean to tell me that y'all think it's 50-50, I'm going to empty my account on Canelo Alvarez. I don't have to bet KO, none of that shit. If y'all think it's that close, I'm going to empty my account. $30,000. I can give a shit. I'm about to come up. I was going to bet on Crawford thinking he'd be the huge underdog. Y'all got it that narrow?
In a discussion with veteran boxing journalist Dan Rafael, Stephen A. Smith reiterated his doubts about Crawford's chances of winning. Rafael disagreed on one point, saying Crawford wouldn't take the fight just for the payday. He'd enter with the intention to win. Even so, Rafael admitted it would be an enormous challenge and that Crawford would need to fight almost perfectly just to have a legitimate chance.
I think Terence Crawford is a marvelous boxer, arguably the best in the world, pound for pound. But can you hurt Canelo? If you can't hurt him, I have no doubt he can outbox him. My issue is, if you can't hurt him, what kind of a challenge can you truly pose? What do you say to that?
No, that's a great point. I mean, here's the thing. Canelo Alvarez has a historically great chin. Now, I go back way back when he first came to the United States and started boxing, and he found himself on an HBO pay-per-view undercard years and years ago, fighting against the older brother of the great Miguel Cotto. His name was Jose Miguel Cotto, and he had gotten a ton of hype. He had signed with Golden Boy Promotions, and a lot of those of us in the media, and I had seen him a couple of times before that. This is my first time seeing him in person, really paying close attention, and he almost got knocked out in the first round. And I remember Stephen A., all of us looking around at Media Row going, what the heck is this all hype about? This man can't take a shot. He's going to get drilled. He was lucky that the fight was over, that the round was over in round 1, or there might have been some much more trouble. Stephen A., that was 16, 17 years ago. I've never seen him wobbled, rocked, physically, visibly hurt since then. He has an all-time great chin going in the ring with tremendous punchers. Terence Crawford coming up 2 weight classes, do any damage. Yeah, he's a slick boxer, and he's also a good puncher in the welterweight division, in the junior welterweight division, in the lightweight division. But even at junior middleweight, which is where Terence Crawford had his most recent fight back in August, when he moved up and he won a world title, he didn't blow the doors off. He fought a very tough, solid opponent named Israel Madrimov. He gave him a good fight. It was very close. Madrimov's people seem to think he might have even been able to edge it out. But if you can't hurt an Israel Madrimov at 154, what the heck are you going to do with Canelo Alvarez, the sturdiest guy in the world, at 168? So that aspect of it is certainly a problem. You mentioned about Charlo. Charlo was there to get his check. I know one thing about Terence Crawford. He's not going to just come to turn up to get the check. He'll at least try. And Charlo, I don't think, really tried.
Former super middleweight champion Carl Froch spoke out against the fight, saying it's not a good matchup. He believes the size and strength difference is far too great and that Crawford won't be able to keep up with someone as physically strong as Canelo. Froch warned that fans hoping for a thrilling contest might end up disappointed.
Las Vegas. Now that is a fight that I'm expecting to be very good. I think it's going to be tough for Crawford. He's not big enough, I don't think. He's just not got that size. Don't get me wrong, he'll stack some pounds on and he'll grow. He's obviously bigger than his fight weight, but Canelo Alvarez has been up at light heavyweight. I know he's been up at light heavyweight. He beat Kovalev, and then he's dropped back down now to super middle because he's probably not big enough for light heavyweight. Lost to Bivol, and he's probably realised actually that's probably a step too far. But Terence Crawford, what is he, 147 pound, one of the best to do it in the business. But to come up, we know what it's like when people come up from welterweight and try and succeed a couple of weight divisions above their weight. It's tough, it's difficult.
Despite the concern and criticism, Terence Crawford still wants the fight, and many fans support him for his hunger for greatness and willingness to face tough challenges. Crawford has never shied away from risk, and for him, this bout could be a defining moment. If he pulls off the upset, it would be massive, and while it's a huge gamble, the potential reward has captured the attention of boxing fans everywhere.
I just feel if Terence Crawford's going to have a fight again, and I look at the options on the table, there's no one he wants to fight 154 pounds. There isn't. He doesn't want to fight Fundora. He's not going to fight Virgil Ortiz. He's not going to fight Boychuk. These aren't sexy names. These are just not names that even gets out for a jog for. The only name he wants to fight is Canelo. So for me, I feel like I'm more closer to Crawford fighting than Crawford not fighting. And if Crawford's going to fight, then it has to be Canelo. But look, we'll see. That's a dream one for me. I think I said that on my wish list for 2025. I said Crawford, Canelo. I think all the others will come true. I just want this one to come true. It's a crazy fight. There's almost too much weight between the two, but I agree. Hey, this is boxing.
Heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua offered a more optimistic view. He acknowledged the big size difference but said the real question is who wants it more. Joshua believes that if Crawford stays focused and prepares the right way, he still has a chance to surprise people. He added that Crawford has something to prove, and that kind of motivation can inspire a performance beyond what anyone expects.
Yeah, I wasn't too keen on the catchweight stuff. I feel like there's no rehydration clause, is there? No, so that would be good. And then I feel like Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. showed us that weight is good. Like, there are weight categories for a reason, but you know, providing they're both skilled and talented, there's not much difference in weight. It's just who wants to win. And watching that fight, Conor Benn and Chris Eubank just showcased that weight is, it's all about that. You know, so I'm looking forward to the Crawford and Canelo fight because I feel like Bud wants to like prove a point. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be a good fight. Bud he was just over there a second ago to be calling him Bud like I know him. But Terence Crawford was just over there to be.
Boxing legend Oscar de la Hoya shared a well-known truth in the sport. A good smaller fighter usually can't beat a good bigger one. He respects Crawford's skills but feels the odds are against him. In boxing, size, strength, and toughness often decide the outcome, and Canelo has all three in a big way.
William who? Canelo versus William Skull. William who?
Oscar being back in New York over here.
No, let's just say Canelo Crawford, in the history of boxing, and this is the facts.
Let's get it.
If you see Thursdays, Fact Thursdays, I speak the facts. All right, I'll even do it for you. A good little man has never beaten a good big man in the history of the game, unless you go back to certain situations with Pacquiao beat me, but I was a dead man walking anyway. But a good little man never beats a good big man, so it's a tough test for Crawford, but I'm not counting him out.
Teofimo Lopez, known for his sharp analysis, praised Canelo's ring IQ and physical advantages. He said Crawford is an elite fighter, but facing someone with Canelo's combination of intelligence, experience, and power is a major challenge, especially in a weight class Crawford has never competed in before.
Crawford, Canelo, who you got? Crawford, Canelo? I still say Canelo.
I got Canelo too.
I still say Canelo. Ring IQ, I believe that Crawford has a bit more.
Yep.
However, it's just the size difference. I think that where Crawford is lacking is that he should test the waters even with somebody at that weight class before facing Canelo. But hey, They say he's a dog. He's got shot in the head and drove to the hospital. So maybe that's just his mentality.
Hey, let's see. Only one way to find out till that day comes.
It's the only way, but I definitely think that it's a great fight overall. You know, black and brown is how you get down.
Canelo Alvarez has a record and career few can rival. He's faced and defeated champions across multiple weight classes and most recently claimed another title by beating William Skull. Whether that detail is confirmed or not, it doesn't change the fact that Canelo has consistently proven himself. He's a dominant force at 168, and for a welterweight moving up, taking him on is a massive challenge.
Bud versus Canelo, based on last fight, is a 50-50. So Canelo fights an undisputed champ, up-and-coming former champion, and an up-and-coming undefeated contender. And somehow those three last opponents are somehow compared to Bud's Madrimov fight, making it a 50-50 fight? Wow.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned for what's coming up next.